Hi, Pillbug9 here, with another episode of PillbugCraft. So, today we're going to be attempting to finish this potion lab. Like, have it completely done by the end of the episode. So I am hoping to do that. I have everything designed. We're gonna have a nether wart farm over here, a potion brewer for lingering potions of weakness over here, and I got a design to finish off the ceiling and that back wall there. But first of all, what we need to tackle is this machine that's going to go right here. So I have a working design, but it's going to be automatically brewing lingering potions, which poses a bit of a problem, considering after this thing. We needed quite a bit of quite a bit of dragon's breath to set up the item filter for that back there. Which has left us with, disregarding the amount that's in that system, 9 bottles of dragon's breath left. Which isn't quite enough for this automatic system, because if it runs out of dragon's breath before it's able to completely fill the bottom chest with the desired potion, I think it might break. So we need to get more dragon's breath. As you can see in my inventory here, I have prepared myself for a bit of a dragon fight here. I've got the 4 end crystals to respawn the dragon, which is something that I've never actually done myself before, so I'm excited to do that. And I've also got plenty of glass bottles to get the desired amount of dragon's breath, as well as a few potions of strength and a few potions of healing that I have left over from various things. Okay, here we are in the end. Now, hopefully I do this correctly. I think all we need to do is place a crystal there, and here. Double check we got everything. Yeah, and we've got bucket of water, ender pearls, all that, a potion of healing in our hotbar, our bow, and a bunch of arrows, flint and steel. I don't know why we would need that, actually. Got our chest plate on. Okay, I think we're good here. Really? Boy, heck, I wasn't I should have brought night vision with. Oh, there's the dragon's breath. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just grab as much dragon's breath as I need, and then we'll be on our way. Oh, come on. More. Yes. Okay, now I think we have enough. We can go ahead and take out the dragon now. I need night vision for that. Let's see. It's a water breathing, not night vision. Okay, forget that then. I'm gonna take these crystals out then. Okay, I think we are done in here then. Good. And I also left my ender chest in there. Okay, and we're back. So, I've picked up all the resources to build this first machine, made more of these item filter papers and everything. And now I've got the area dug out to put this machine in. All the redstone should fit in this area and stuff. Again, I did use a tutorial that I slightly modified to brew this specific potion, as the original design wanted nether wart in the system, and weakness potions don't need nether wart, so I've repurposed it a little bit, slimmed it down, which is just as well, because with the nether wart still installed, this thing would have actually been 1 block taller than the ceiling to this room, which would not have fit. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and build this, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, this whole thing is built. It's only missing 1 piece, but when I install that piece, the whole thing turns on. So I wanted to kind of show it before we do that. Of course, I seem to have put the last piece of the machine away, but I'll fix that in a second. But anyway, this is the system here. You might have seen it before. I think it's a design by Impulse. And yeah, it pretty much works the same way. Link to the original tutorial will be in the description, of course. It did install a little fix for a problem, but that was mentioned in the description of that tutorial as well, along with a link that showed this. But yeah, kind of works like you'd expect. And of course, the order of ingredients here is very important. So in order to do this one, you want the gunpowder on the bottom, the dragon's breath in the middle, and the fermented spider eye on top. We also have to fuel that too. I'll grab the blaze powder. And the last piece of the machine as well that we still need to install. So we need to install that. And we need that. Okay, now we have everything here, so put that in there. We need to put one of these in here to prime the system, because that shows up last. Fill that with the gunpowder. Of course. Yeah, we also got an item filter here as well. Now that activates something as well if that goes over 20, so it needs to be exactly 19 items in that one. This is the water bottle input here. Fill that in there. And those in there. Now I think all we should have to do now that we've done all of that is place this facing this way. Okay, that primed that. Put it up there. I think, yeah, if we right-click this, it'll activate the whole thing now. I wasn't sure if the placing would activate it, which is why I started recording before I did that. But I think that's all of the system checks with this thing. This is the item filter mechanism. It also determines the water bottle locking, too. do hope I've built this thing completely correctly. And don't end up wasting potion ingredients. And something to note here is that repeater delay here is set to 2. So I think we've got everything working here. This is the detection system that'll detect when this starts overflowing and backing up into there. And this is the system that detects how many potion ingredients have gone through. I'm going to try to determine when to start brewing the next potion. Okay, everything should be set. That's there primed. That item frame, we're going to put one of the first potions this thing makes in there for the output. All the potions it makes will end up down here. It automatically shuts off if any back up into here. Oh, here goes. Yeah, that trapdoor is also concealing a torch, so it flaps periodically, too. So far, so good. Let's make sure it brews the first one correctly, and then I think we'll be good here. So far, so good. It's got the weakness. Now this should turn it into a splash potion. Yes. And it should wait until the dragon's breath goes in before it removes these and starts a new batch automatically. Very good. I think it did exactly what we wanted there. And now it's just going to start again. Okay, good. I'm going to build the rest of the room while this thing is working. And hopefully it'll fill all the way up. Okay, here's the entire thing done now. Whole potion lab, big reveal. So, we go through these doors. Into the potion lab. Shuts behind us. Cool door there. We've got shroom light there, providing some light to the entrance. A few soul lanterns hanging off the ceiling. I did decide to get rid of all the glowstone in here and replace it with shroom lights, because I like the look of it better. Got this chandelier thing in the center with the spore blossom. That gives it these particles in here. We got another wart farm. We can step into it by flipping one of those down. It's just one of the ones that pushes the water, or pushes the plants off with water. Then you have to manually replant it. There's no way to automatically replant it though, so this is about as automatic as it gets. And there's the deposit chest. We've got our machine here, which did indeed fill up. Which we're going to do that with now. A little concerning that it didn't, start up again when I removed that, but that's probably because... Whoops. That's probably because it's actually run out of bottles. So I gotta refill that thing. We've got our manual brewing stands here in case we should ever want to brew anything the system can't produce. Just filled in most of this with quartz blocks, because I think the room is detailed enough. We've got our machine here that can brew potions when we flick these switches. And I believe it's also out of bottles. I really need to restock these. But I'll do that soon. We got our magic cauldron system here. I also replaced the wood that was here with shroom lights to add a little bit more light to the end of the room there. And we've got our automatic return items, or automatic stocker for this thing over here. Here, we just throw things into there that the system accepts. But yeah, I think that finishes up this room then. So our potion lab is now done. In between episodes, I'll probably refill the glass bottles in these systems. All of these systems. Of course, the one problem is you don't get the bottles back with this type of potion setup, but that's a small price to pay for having this many potions available to us whenever we need, and being able to brew any potions we want from this thing over here. Yeah, that takes care of that. As I know not all of this is quite grown all the way up yet, but let's do our first harvest here so I can demonstrate this thing. That's a problem with button placement there. Oh, stood a bit close there. So you hit that button, it harvests the whole system. All of the harvested nether wart ends up in there. And then you hit this button again. You flip down one of these, doesn't matter which one, I just like the one in the middle. You go over here, you grab the nether wart out of here, and then you just run along and replace it on the soul sand like this. Okay, and we don't have a huge amount left over because the nether wart was not all fully grown. But that's fine. But what you would do after you replant the whole thing is you'd put that extra nether wart in here to restock that nether wart that thing uses. Of course, this doesn't need nether wart, so you wouldn't worry about that. This actually didn't look like it really made much of a dent brewing all of that. So, good. That should last me, then. That dragon's breath should last me through to the end here, then. Because if I just split that in half, I can go ahead and put some more into this system, then. Okay, good. So that dragon's breath should last till the end of the season, then. All of that now put in here. Perfect. Well then, that project is now done. Can put our redstone box away. Okay, all it's missing is a sign, which again I'll have that up there by the next episode. Need to come up with a good name for this thing. I'll probably just call it a potion lab and stuff, but we are out of time for this episode. So I'll give that thing a title off camera, show it at the beginning of the next episode then, where we're going to be trying to finish up our teleportation system, hopefully. That's the plan for the next episode. But anyway, let's do our outro in the potion lab here, in front of our nether wart farm, I suppose. So, if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. If you really loved it, consider subscribing. And, well, that's about it for me for today. My name is PillbugCraft, and so long till next time.